Number 1-800-375-2872. Carrie, welcome to the program.
Thank you for taking my call, Dr. Laura.
Thank you. What's up?
I am experiencing really deep shame because I hate my stepdaughter. And I've never felt this until I have her. And I don't know what to do with shame. I feel like you're not supposed to hate anybody. And
I'm sorry. That's poppycock nonsense idiocy. Idiocy to say you should never hate anybody. I see somebody tearing a kid apart limb by limb. Yeah, I think I'd hate them.
Okay. I just read the Bible.
No. I don't want to hear anything that comes after because I made a very good point.
Okay.
There are hateable things.
Yes.
And to feel, I'm more worried about people who don't hate when it's obvious somebody's so cruel and crass and horrible and Adolf Hitler, you don't hate him? I hate him.
Right. I guess someone's so immediate to me, so close to me.
Well, already we have to calm it down. It doesn't matter who it is. There are people who deserve the depth. There are people who go to hell. If you believe in heaven and hell, then whoever sends people to hell should have shame, right? Because you're never supposed to be that negative about anybody. Well, somebody's got to be making a really dark choice to send people to hell to burn forever.
That's true. You got a good point there.
So calm it down. Whoa! You just want to keep, I want to jump forward no matter what I'm giving you. Just stay with it for a moment. There are reasonable situations to feel profound negativity to somebody. Despise, dislike, even hate. I wouldn't recommend anybody spend their time thinking like that. Once you decide you hate them, you let it go and get on with your life. And put them in a category. Okay, well then let's call things for what they are. Shame for hating somebody is a ridiculous place to start.
So where would you start then?
What's the problem? What does she do that's hateable?
She is so mean, defiant, disrespectful to her father and her brothers, and she was to me up to a certain point. And I see it just happening over and over and over again. And there are never consequences. She never gets better.
Okay, stop for now. There's the reason there's a 70% divorce rate in step families. You're pretty much, can you just start breathing normally? You're holding your breath and you sound like you're going to expire any moment.
Okay.
Breathe normally. Take deep breaths normally.
Okay.
Stop being so... There's a reason there's a 70% divorce rate, and it's largely because of kids. The bio parent does not want to discipline the kids. The bio parent has enough guilt for divorce, for remarriage, maybe making more kids, whatever it is. And so they cater. And you, the person coming into this situation, are screwed. Now, that doesn't mean that the last 30% are happy. It's just that a lot of people don't give it up. So you're in a situation which generally goes south. And he's not going to do anything about it because he'd rather lose you than her. If you're drowning and she's drowning and he can only save one person, it ain't going to be you. I hope you can float on your back.
Even when they're adults?
Even, yes. Yes, the answer is yes, even when they're adults. Yes. So do not expect this situation to change ever. Gives you three options. One, you can keep bitching and getting yourself upset until you get GI problems and a heart attack. 2, you can just accept that that's the price you have to pay to have him. 3, you leave. Those are the only options. Her getting better, him taking responsibility for her, not going to happen.
No, I see that.
So let me go through it again. 1, you keep bitching and being upset about it, which will take your health away. It'll take your health away. 2nd is to accept that that's the price you pay to have him. And keep your mouth shut and breathe a lot. And don't discuss this anymore, because when you discuss this, it makes it grow.
Okay.
Number 3, you leave. Those are your only 3 options, so I suggest you give those 3 a lot of thought.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for clarifying it like that.
You're very welcome. And hate is a perfectly reasonable thing, but hating her is not reasonable. Realizing you stuck yourself in a bad position, you might get mad at yourself. But I don't know how long you watched him with her. This is typical. That's why the divorce rate's so high with kids.
Right.
It doesn't work.
We thought maybe we would escape all of this because all of our kids were young adults, and that we wouldn't have these issues.
Then you should have been listening to this program longer. It's mostly when the kids are adults.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, out of the 6 kids, she's the only issue, really, with this.
Then your solution is 5 of the kids are good. I like the guy, even though he's weak with her. Have to accept that. So I'm just not going to think about this anymore or bring it up. She becomes a problem in any way that's in my face. I'm just going to roll my eyeballs and get on with my day.
Okay. I will do that.
Good. You sound better already.
Well, thank you. I feel better. I feel a little bit lighter right now.
Good. Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, Dan remember the dog where her dog barks and she thinks her neighbor's out of line for being upset about the dog barking? Dan said, a lady didn't like your advice about barking dogs. So Dan suggested that she start her own podcast. Supporting barking dogs. My number, 1-800-375